you can set it so if the grid does go down, that there's a set of loads, I believe critical loads, right, that you can set in the software, and it'll keep those circuits on while it turns off all the other loads. So it's basically kind of set and forget, unless the homeowner truly just wants to tinker with it every time that the power goes out. But yeah.
Prophet, anything to add to that?
Yeah, sure. So I work with a lot of different installation partners, and one of the things that's really unique and kind of fun to see is how customers engage with the Lumin Smart Panel. So from the beginning, we have lots of different customers, and some of them, like Jason was just saying, it's kind of set it and forget it, right? Once it gets programmed, it's in off-grid mode, and if it gets programmed right, the battery continues to operate, life is good. But then there are other customers who absolutely love to engage and look at the data, start to learn about how different appliances are using energy, start to figure out ways that they can curtail their own energy use, start to look at, am I leaving a certain circuit on too often? Is this circuit using energy even when it's not running? How can I change that? How can I create new schedules? And they really just engage with their house more. And it leads to energy savings, it leads to economic savings, and it's just one thing that really depends on customer, but definitely all across the board.
I can certainly appreciate that. Is there anything that's particularly better from a safety perspective with this system compared with others?
Yeah, sure. So there's a few features that we build into the Lumin Smart Panel that are really for safety. So for instance, if you leave for work one day after cooking breakfast for your family and you're unsure if you left your range on, you can certainly go in there and check on your Lumin Smart Panel app and say, oh, looks like it's still running, I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. So any hazardous appliance, you've got eyes on it 24/7 and a way to control it.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a quick question for John, if you wouldn't mind. And our relationship with Cape Fear has been awesome. It's relatively young. And the thing that I truly appreciate as a guy that's been involved really in the startup world for the last 25 years, I have a particular appreciation for business owners, business leaders that see technology and are able to make decisions and act on it. John was of that ilk, and it was really refreshing for me to present to Cape Fear and John, like others, saw the value, he got it, and he took action. And it nearly brings tears to my eyes because it's the lifeblood of our business for sure. But I'm interested, John, in what it was for you that said, we're gonna take a shot at this 3-year-old startup from Charlottesville.
Be an early adopter.
Yeah. No problem. And the thing is this is something though that it didn't just pop up on our radar and we said, hey, let's try this out. What happened was we have been literally looking at this situation and involved with customers that wanted the flexibility of whole house backup almost from the beginning. So, and we looked at panels, we looked at other technologies, but it just didn't fit in with what our customer base was looking for. It didn't fit in with, you mentioned something earlier, there's a certain adoption by the installer base as well, and something else comes onto their sort of playing field. So the Lumin product fit in and answered and solved some of the problems that we had and what we were trying to get our customers when we were trying to get our customers whole house backup. And that's what it was. It was years and years and years of looking for a solution that had us cross paths.
Cool. Yeah, thanks.
Well, fellas, it has been illuminating for me to learn more about the integration side of the business. It was really, it was a foray into sort of away from solar, as it were, into more holistic energy management when I drove up to Charlottesville to meet the Lumin team, and was really blown away by the level of advancement. One of the things that we actually talked about in the interview was just how fast you guys prototype, right? I remember that Alex, the CEO, co-founder, was presenting to a VC at one time, and they said, what version are you on? And they basically said, that's not possible. You're only 24 months old, you can't be on version 6, right? There's a 3-year cycle between versions, or however much it is. Maybe as the last question to you, what do you feel really drives? Is it a need to accommodate a fast-moving market that drives that sort of innovation internally for you guys, or is there something more at Lumin that you're trying to achieve?
Yeah, I think it's just the hunger. We're young, we're 3 years old, 3 years and change, I guess. It's really that strong desire to get out there and help and really go to market with solutions that are fully functional, and a lot of that has to do with making mistakes quickly, right? Failing early, learning from that, getting up, and that has a lot to do with the rapid prototyping. I think we're on a Gen 8 and Gen 9's in the forecast already, so here we are.
Yeah, I'll also add to that. I feel like we're in an industry where if you don't innovate, you die. I mean, solar and storage, it's booming, and I mean, we're at SPI. Like, look at all the innovation, right? So if we don't adapt our product to meet the needs of our installers and the technology that we're working with, then we're not going to keep up. So, it's life or death for us.
Well said, like a true solar warrior. It is life and death for all of us, and I'm grateful for those of you who are out fighting the good fight with us. John from Cape Fear and Kevin and the team from Lumin, you guys are out. You're out in front. You're taking a lot of the arrows, but you're also taking the hills. So really appreciate the work that you're doing and the innovation that's coming to the market that not only provides increased safety and insight for our clients, but also allows for more choice. We're talking a lot about consumer choice. We talked about consumer choice with buying from whom they want to buy and using the energy they want to use when with or without the grid as support, right? So we're grateful to have the opportunity to highlight this technology and wish you guys all the success in the world.
Thank you, Nico.
Thanks, Nico.
Thanks, Nico.
Thanks for joining us.